Welcome back to the 52 Cards channel. In this video, this is another section from the Intro to Card Magic course that I'm putting together for all you beginners out there. It's completely free. If you want to sign up, a link will be in the description box down below, and it's going to have quite a bit of content that's not here on the YouTube channel. But for this section in particular, this is going to be on the tabled ribbon spread, which is a very popular move. I'm sure many of you, if not most of you, have seen it already. It's just a nice way to spread cards out on the table, and then you can do this kind of fancy domino turnover effect to kind of flip them over and then close up the spread. And then there's some variations where you can kind of use a card to turn those cards over. You can split the spread into like two different sections. Oh, I don't normally do this, but a little few tidbits here and there you can do. I'm going to cover that. I'm going to show you in detail how to do the spread nicely, get a smooth, consistent looking spread, and then some of the added flourishes as well. So let's dive in, and I'll teach you how to do it. Okay, so first things first, there are a few things that are going to help you out with this. Firstly is kind of a smooth deck of cards. If you have a really old deck that's kind of sticky, you'll still be able to do it, but you're not going to be able to get nearly as smooth of a spread as if you were using a newer, smoother deck of cards, okay? And then the second thing is having a close-up pad, something with a bit of a cushion, something with a bit of a soft surface really helps a lot with this. You can do the spread on a hard surface, but the turnover part is going to be very difficult, if not near impossible. So it doesn't have to be a close-up pad. It could be a carpet, it could be a couch, just something that's soft and has a bit of a cushion. If you are interested in getting a close-up pad, this is one of the few tools that I feel like is extremely important for students of Magic to have. I'll drop a link down below. I have run the 52 Card Shop, which is an online Magic shop and playing card shop. We sell a variety of different close-up pads that are all really great. So you can make a selection there and get one. Okay, that being said, let's dive into the actual technique now. So you're going to start off by taking the deck, you grab it in your overhand grip, you're going to place it onto the table in kind of like the bottom left area, because you're going to be spreading this way. I teach everything as if you're right-handed, okay, so you may want to flip this if you're left-handed. But you're going to place the deck here, and notice the position of my fingers when I'm holding the deck. My middle and ring finger are on the outer edge, thumb at the inner edge, and my first finger, normally it's resting on top, but now I'm going to move it to the left edge of the deck. Okay, and this is, the first finger is going to kind of help control the amount of, the amount that I'm spreading of each card. Okay, and all that's happening here is really I'm just applying a little bit of pressure downwards with my first finger, and then I'm moving my right hand in the direction that I want to spread the cards out, and then with my first finger, I'm helping kind of control the spread. Honestly, there's not that much technique I can talk about here. It's just something that you're going to have to experiment with, and then you'll figure out kind of the amount of pressure, downwards pressure that you need to apply, and kind of the speed at which you're going to spread them out. But ideally, you want an equal amount of card showing. Okay, if you have a very kind of inconsistent spread where you have like some cards that are showing a lot, some cards that are showing a little. One, it doesn't look as nice, but then when it comes to the part where you want to flip the cards over, something like that might happen. It might break the domino effect, okay? So you want to strive for an equal amount of cards showing. I think that's really all I need to talk about when it comes to the spread. There's not that much going on. It's just you're going to have to practice doing it over and over again until you figure out the right pressure for yourself. But it's a very easy thing to do. Once you're in this position, now we talk about the turnover. If you don't want to do the fancy turnover with the domino effect, all you do is you have your left hand here, your right hand here, and you're just going to move them in opposite directions, and you can collect the spread like so. Simple enough. But if you want to do the domino effect, okay, here we go. When you do the spread, you want to maintain, you want to keep your left, for me I use my ring finger and my middle finger below the bottommost card of the deck, okay? And then you come over here. Okay, so now I'm already ready. I'm prepared to do the flip over. All I'm going to do here is I lift up, and because you're using a soft surface, with a bit of a cushion, there's going to be a bit of friction on the bottom edges of those cards. So it's going to allow you to kind of turn those cards over. And now you're just pushing. Well, there's a few ways that you can do this. We'll talk about them each one. One is you can just kind of, at this point, push down with your left fingers, and it's going to create momentum and cause the rest of the cards to flip over. Okay, that's one way of doing it. And then you're just, once again, going to have to play around with the amount of force that you push down with in order to complete that whole turnover. Or you can just do a little bit, and then you can finish the spread manually. So if we were to do a little bit of force, that might happen, and then you come over with your right hand to complete it. Or instead, you just flip or you lift, and then with your right hand, you come across and you just kind of do this sort of thing where you're running your finger across. That works. If you want to use a card that may add a little bit of style points, you just pick the last card of the deck, you pick it up, you come over here, you contact it, boom, and then before, usually I like to do this, I guess it's not necessary, but before the spread ends, I kind of use the momentum to let the last few cards fall on their own, and then I quickly kind of tuck that last card underneath, and then I pick up. That's a cool option. If you want to split the spread, you're going to want to make sure that you stop the spread midway. There's a few ways of doing that. One, if you're using your finger, you just stop right there. But if you are using momentum to flip over the cards, then a way you can stop it is with your right hand, you keep it here, and then you're applying some pressure downwards here. And that's going to prevent the cards from turning over completely. So you can stop. And you can go back and forth a little bit too. That's kind of a fun thing to do. But if you want to do the splitting effect, you do here, you stop it, and then you're just going to contact kind of that center point with both hands. I use my first fingers, and then you kind of just move them opposite directions. This is a little, like right there. You need that little breaking point. You might struggle in the beginning. And then, you can just kind of flip them over, and you can flip them back. Or here, you can kind of just flip them like this. There's a lot of different ideas you can play with here. I just want to give you a few ideas, and then you can kind of just run with it. But yeah, that is the tabled ribbon spread. Quite a staple card handling move in card magic, especially if you do a lot of tabled work, and absolutely something you should learn how to do. So I hope that was helpful, and stay tuned for the next video. If you once again want to sign up for the full Intro to Card Magic course, this is for you beginners out there who are just getting started, or maybe those of you who want to revisit the basics. Hopefully this course is going to help you out. Link in the description box down below. It's completely free. You just got to sign up, and you'll get access to all of that content. All right, till next time, I will see you later. Peace out.